What's going on, everyone? In this video, I'm going to do the second best thing to pulling out these seats and putting full racing seats in with harnesses, and I'm going to install some racing harnesses with the stock seat setup. Now, before anyone critiques this and says this isn't, industry standard for going on a racetrack, it's a hell of a lot better than the lap belt, than this standard belt. I saw another Tesla owner out there do this. We'll do a shout out at the end of this video for thank you. Give me a call and walk me through how he did this on a Model X or something else. Not a Model X, but something else, maybe a Model Y. But anyway, I'm already getting down to it. I just wanted to show you what goes into pulling these seats apart. All right, so there's 4 of these. All right, they're pretty tight, so I loosened them up by hand, used my DeWalt little impact deal, which is not all that powerful. I have a big heavy duty impact. I didn't want to do that. I just wanted to be nice and gentle with it. And then they had these plastic spacers that fit underneath. You can see how I have some dirt here from when I got sand and stuff inside of my car. I'm going to vacuum this out while I have an opportunity to have this seat up. But check this out. So that spacer there, the question I have, I actually would love it if my seat sat a little bit lower. I feel like my seat sits too high. But I think if I lower the overall height of this and just take that spacer out completely, I think it's going to drag. It's not going to fit. And there's these little steel posts that go into this plastic spacer, so I'd have to literally cut these posts off to make this flatter. I don't know if I want to do that quite yet, but what I'm going to do is the brackets that go into the seatbelt. All right, so this bracket right here that goes into part of my harness, what I'm going to do, I didn't want to raise my seat up even another 1/4 of an inch because I feel like the seat already sits too high. So I didn't want to just throw it underneath here, and have it raise it up. So what I'm going to do, all right, so I'm going to cut this down 1/4 of an inch. I'm going to recess down into the plastic where this will fit in just like so. And this will go underneath the spacer, underneath here on the back one, back there on both sides for the lap belt. All right, stand by. These are the rails that go underneath the seat. I have this one positioned in such a way, this is the driver's side centerpiece. What I need to do is cut this down 1/4 of an inch so that the lap belt, this can go here without raising the seat up. So I'm gonna cut approximately that much material, about 1/4 of an inch, and then cut a little indent out of here so it fits in this plastic. I'm gonna do it on both sides. All right, here's the final product. We're gonna go try to do the install, see how this looks. But this goes on the bottom, like so. This is on the rear side. Okay, cool. So this is what we had. I cut out a little piece of plastic here, cut out some of that aluminum bushing on the bottom to make space so that flush mounts and goes tight, doesn't raise up the height of the seat. Same thing over on this side. So let's fasten it up and see how it goes. Okay, here's an update. Here's what the harness looks like. There is a 5th point that I'm going to eventually install probably into the ground. You can see here, I'm going to cut some of this carpet out at some point. I'm not going to do it today, but there's about that much space that you actually see a window about that deep, so you're not going to hit the battery. So I need to put a collar underneath or a bolt underneath coming up, thread it. I'm gonna figure out some sort of process here, but there's some pretty thick steel under there. Lots of room before you hit a battery. There's a really convenient spot right about here. I gotta cut some of the carpet away, like I said before. I'm gonna drill a new hole in there because I don't want to cause a problem for obvious reasons. This is what the harness looks like. Okay, in the 4-point configuration. Now, the thing that I'm doing for now, and this is just, I'll probably actually build a vinyl strap that fits around here on the back that holds this closer, but I put some elastic bands on this for now just to get it propped up, and that might be enough to hold it in place, but you want a sleeve here that holds this together. I'm crisscrossing it, and it's going into this spot right here. This is what it looks like. I got these neoprene cell phone covers just online. Okay, they're a couple bucks. And I'm doing this so that the carabiner doesn't dig into the fabric here. So it's gonna sleeve over the carabiner. You can see how this one is in place. And then that's the center one for the 5th point that's gonna come between the legs to prevent the submarine type deal, which I don't think is really gonna be an issue based on the angle of the seat. Then again, these are racing harnesses for a stock seat, so I'm just trying to make this more legit than the seat belt. I'm not ready to put racing seats in here. That's the point there that a child seat would go in, like this one over here. So that one obviously needs to come out when I put my passenger harness in. And this clips in here quite easily. You just have to, angle it up, clip under. I'm gonna throw the sleeve on. I'll show you what the final product looks like here in just a sec. Final product. Nice and protected in there. Not gonna rough up any of the upholstery. This is it. Pretty good. Again, I'm gonna secure up something a little more sturdy than just the straps there, but that's just holding it from slipping off the side so that as you tighten this up, it doesn't slip off the side. Once it's tight, it's not going anywhere. But when it's not tight and you're putting it on, it's slipping off the side of the back of the seat. So pretty cool. Definitely feels a lot different being locked in place. I can feel like I can tighten it up even more. So I can tighten these even more, or I can just put the seat more upright. That's definitely snug. So the only thing I want to make sure is that this doesn't bite into this. So I actually bought those neoprene sleeves originally to throw on here, and I might go ahead and put a few more on here, those cell phone covers, just so it doesn't bite into the stock seat and do anything to the fabric. Cool. Here's what it looks like from this angle. Now granted, I put a round wheel on when I'm on the track. I don't like the yoke on the track. I feel way more comfortable with a round wheel, so I put a Model 3 round wheel on that takes 3 minutes to swap out. All right, so that's it. Hopefully you enjoyed my video here and it helped you a little bit, answering some questions on how to put a harness on a stock seat in a Model S Plaid. If you haven't already, please like this video, subscribe, follow us, check out some other videos we have of installs. We did a big brake kit install, rear sway bar install, and some track days and lots of other fun videos. So again, subscribe, like, comment, appreciate you. We'll see you on the next video.